Hi there. Have you ever been stuck wondering whether to lie or lay on the couch? Or maybe you tried to borrow money but accidentally lent it instead? English has some sneaky verb pairs that love to play mind games. But don't worry, I am here to clear up the confusion. Let's dive into 15 tricky verb pairs, their definitions, and how to use them correctly. Get ready to level up your English. Verb pair number 1. Borrow versus lend. To borrow means to ask for something that you intend to give back, whereas to lend means to give something to somebody that you intend to give back. For example, can I borrow your book? Sure, I'll lend it to you. And here's a tip. You borrow from someone and you lend to someone. Number 2, lie versus lay. Lie means to be in a horizontal position or to put your body in a horizontal position. There is no object. To lay means to put somebody or something in a horizontal position. So it needs an object. He loves lying on the beach, or I need to lie down for a bit. No object. Lay your phone on the table, please. Phone is an object. And the past tense of lie, by the way, is lay. English is evil, I know. Verb pair 3. Argue versus discuss. To argue means to speak angrily to somebody, whereas to discuss means to talk calmly about something. We argued about politics last night. It got heated. We discussed the project at work. Calm and productive. Verb pair number 4. Notice versus realize. To notice means to see something or observe something, and to realize actually means to understand fully or become aware of something. For example, I noticed her new haircut. That means I saw it with my eyes, right? I suddenly realized I was late. So that was mental understanding. Number 5, hear versus listen. To hear is passive, sound reaches your ears, and listen is active. You focus on the sound. I hear music in the background. So, unintentional. I love listening to jazz. Intentional. Verb pair 6. Avoid versus prevent. To avoid signifies to stay away from something, whereas to prevent actually means to stop something from happening. I avoid sugar in my diet. That means I stay away from it. Wearing sunscreen prevents sunburn, so it stops it from happening. Number 7, to mind versus to matter. To mind means to care about something, and to matter means to be important. Let me give you an example. Do you mind if I open the window? So, does it bother you? No. I don't mind, or it doesn't matter to me. So, it is not important. It doesn't matter means it's not important. Number 8, to hope versus to wish. To hope means to want something to happen and usually have a good reason to think that it might. And to wish is used with the past simple to express that you feel sorry or sad about a situation that exists at the moment. In other words, you want something to be true even if it's unlikely or impossible. I hope it doesn't rain tomorrow. So it's very much possible that it rains tomorrow, right? But I hope that it doesn't. I wish I could fly. See, this is impossible, right? But I wish it was. Or I wish that you were coming with me, Peter. Obviously, it's very unlikely that Peter will do that in this situation. Verb pair 9, to expect versus to wait. To expect means to think something will happen, and to wait means to stay in one place for for something to happen. For example, I expect the meeting to start at 3 p.m. So I predict that it will start at 3 p.m. I waited for the bus for 10 minutes. That means I stayed in one place for 10 minutes waiting for the bus. Pretty easy, I think, isn't it? Verb pair 10, to forget versus to leave. To forget means to fail to remember something, and to leave means to fail to bring something with you. Oh, I forgot his name. So my memory failed me, right? I left my phone at home. So I left a physical object at home. Number 11, to raise versus to rise. These two verbs seem very confusing to a lot of people. To raise means to lift something. It needs an object. And to rise means to go up. No object needed. Raise your hand if you know the answer. Raise your hand. Hand is an object, right? The sun rises in the east. The sun goes up in the east. There is no object here. Number 12, to refuse versus to deny. To refuse means to say no to something, whereas to deny means to say something is not true. For example, I refused to pay the extra fee, so I said no to paying the extra fee. He denied stealing my sandwich. So he said that he did not steal my sandwich. It was not true. Number 13, to steal versus to rob. To steal means to take something. The focus is on the object here. And to rob means to take something from a person or place illegally, often using violence. The focus is on the victim here. He stole my wallet. They robbed a bank. Here's a tip from me. You steal things, but rob places or people. Number 14, to advise versus to warn. To advise means to give helpful suggestions, whereas to warn actually means to tell someone about a danger. I advised him to study more. I gave him a helpful tip. The weather forecast warned of a storm, or I think I should warn you that Liam doesn't always tell the truth. So, I'm warning you about some kind of danger here. Next up, throw versus drop. Throw means to send something through the air, whereas to drop means to let something fall. For example, he threw the ball to me. Oops, I dropped my phone. All right, English verbs, consider yourselves explained. So, if this lesson mattered to you, see what I did there? Hit that like button, and if you don't mind, yep, I did it again, subscribe for more English lessons that make sense of the nonsense. Now, tell me in the comments, what's the most confusing verb pair for you? And don't worry, I promise I won't argue with your answer. Just discuss it. See you next time. Oh, and speaking of verbs, this was just the beginning. If you want to level up even more, check out my video on phrasal verbs because, let's be honest, English verbs love teaming up with random prepositions to create total chaos. And if you're a fan of the TV show Suits, you need to watch my breakdown of idioms from Suits because sounding like Harvey Specter, now that's how you win in English. Links are right here. Go and watch, and I'll see you there.